Welcome to another episode of the Donta Show Network Storytime. Today, I got a crazy story for y'all. Now, we're going to go to Flint, Michigan. This dude is from Flint, Michigan, and his name is Moses, not the guy from the Bible. Inside joke. But anyway, so Moses worked at Popeyes. Moses been working at this job for about 5 years, and he's the fry guy. You know, he the one deals with the chicken, only the chicken. So I don't know whether this was his second year or third year, maybe his fifth year, that he had this brilliant idea to start stealing chicken. And I'm not talking about, well, he done fried 4 or 5 pieces or took a 20 piece. No, y'all. This man was stealing like 3, 4, 5 cases off of every load. Okay. So what he would do is, now he was in charge of unloading the truck or whatever. So what he would do, he would set like 2 or 3 cases on the side of the store, and somebody would come pick him up. Right. Now, I don't know, was he taking this chicken at home? I don't know, was he selling it to meat markets? I don't know what this man was doing with this chicken, but he was stealing chicken, and he was doing this for a very long time. So one day, the manager calls him into the office. So she like, "Hey Moses, I need for you to come here. We need to talk." He like, hold on one second. Let me drop the chicken, right? So he dropped the chicken or whatever, and he goes in there, right? She closed the door. She like, "Moses, listen, we're going to have to let you go." He like, "For what? Like, what you mean?" She like, "Moses, look, man, they found out what you was doing." And he was like, "What? What you mean what I was doing? I didn't do anything." She was like, "Moses, them cameras, they put cameras out back, and they found that you was stealing chicken." He was like, "Man, I wasn't stealing no." She was like, "Moses, look, just listen, clock out and just go home." He was like, "No, man, forget that. I wasn't stealing no dang chicken. Why would they try to fire me?" She was like, "Moses, just stop, just leave, man, just leave." He was like, "No, man, forget that, man. That's some bullshit, man. I've been working for 5 years, man, and y'all trying to fire me over some bullshit, man. No, I need an explanation." She was like, "Moses, I seen the video. In corporate, they want you out of here." He was like, "Man, well, let me see the video because I can explain. I ain't steal nothing." So she cut the computer on, and she hit the file, and she shows him getting the food off the truck, getting the boxes off the truck, and setting 3 of them up, right? And then this blue van will pull up, and they'll get the chicken, and they'll pull off. Now there's 8 files, different dates. So she like, "So what? You can't sit up there and say, well, I just set it on the side, but I was coming to, nah. You wasn't coming back to put it in the store, nah." So he said, all right. So when do I get my next check? When do I get my check? She like, "But you get paid this Friday, man." He was like, "Man, ain't nothing you can do." She was like, "No, I can't do nothing. You was stealing, man. You got caught." So he like, "Man, all right, man, fuck it, man. I'm all right, whatever." So he leaves out the store. Now Moses don't got no car at all. So he goes to the corner at the bus stop, and he's waiting to get on the bus, right? Now we're going to put a pause right there because we got to do the question of the day. The question of the day is this, y'all. And choose wisely. Would you rather have $1 million, save your wife, save your mother, or save your dad or your best friend? Which one? Now, unfortunately, if you pick one, everybody else passes away. I'm sorry. So yeah, it's a hard question. So would you choose your wife, your husband, your best friend, your mom, your dad, or $1 million? Let me know in the comment section. I'm going to let y'all know what I'm choosing. I'm choosing my wife. So let's go. So anyway, so he's at the bus stop, right? So the bus pull up. He pay his fare. He get on the bus. He go all the way back to the back of the bus. He go sit down. Shout out to Rosa Parks, right? So anyway, he's back there, and these two teenagers get on the bus. Now, let me give y'all Moses' age. Moses is about 43, 44 years old, right? So these teenagers get on the bus, these two black dudes, right? And they no older than maybe 15, 16 years old. So they go right to the back of the bus, right? And now they look dead at him. And Moses have a missing tooth in the front. So they get on him, right? They blazing on him. They joning on him, right? I don't know what y'all call it in y'all state when somebody talking about you. Back in the day, they used to say capping, right? In Michigan, we say blazing, right? In Atlanta, they say joning. So, matter of fact, y'all let me know in the comment section, what do y'all call it when y'all talking about somebody, right? So they own them, right? They blazing. They kill them, right? Calling him a snagger-tooth rascal, a snagger-tooth goat, a snagger-tooth rat. They own him, right? And he ain't trying to hear it. He ain't having none of it, because this man just got fired, right? So he like, hey, man, y'all better chill out, man. Y'all better chill. Because at first he was ignoring it at first. But they would just own him, right? They were sitting right in front of him. So he's like, hey, man, y'all chill, man. Chill out. They're like, no, man, you old snagger-tooth goat and all this and that. And you denim floss with a tree and all. Like, man, they own him, man. Matter of fact, one of the dudes was like, man, you like it. You can park a limo in your grill, man. So they own this motherfucker, right? So Moses like, hey, man, y'all better chill out, man. I'm not playing with y'all. I ain't in the mood, right? So, man, they like, man, chill out. Now, I forgot to mention to y'all, one of these teenagers, he keep a pocket knife on him, right? You know, the type that when you like, you can flick it and it's like maybe a 6-inch blade on it. So Moses stand up and he like, hey, man, y'all chill the fuck out, man. I'm not in the motherfucking mood to be playing with y'all, man. So what the teenager with the knife, he whip it out. Like, man, who the fuck you talking to, man? Who the fuck you talking to, right? So Moses was like, man, I ain't afraid of that motherfucking knife, man. You gonna have to kill me, little nigga, right? So they both get up, right? Both of the teenagers get up, and they only about 1 feet away from Moses. So Moses standing up, they standing up, they arguing back and forth, and the kid with the knife, he swing at Moses with the knife. He catch Moses in his shoulder, bam. Moses like, oh, man, you little just stabbed me. So they get to brawling. And Moses is beating they tail, y'all. Moses like really punching on these dudes, right? But they hold their own, but Moses is a grown man, and he got that grown man strength. So Moses, you know, he putting in that work on these kids, right? Now, in the fit of him singing red and he done got stabbed, Moses ended up grabbing a knife, right? He ended up grabbing the pocket knife, and unfortunately, he ended up hitting, you know, one of these teens in the neck, in the jugular, and well, he bled out. So when Moses hit the kid, I guess Moses came to his senses, and the bus driver already done stopped the bus and done called the police or whatever, right? So Moses run up to the front like, man, open the motherfucking door. Open the door, man. So the bus driver like, no, man, you going to jail. So Moses kicking at the door. Boom, boom, man, let me out this motherfucker, man. Right? So the bus driver end up opening the doors and Moses take off running. Now, I don't know if y'all know that these buses got cameras all through there. So, yeah, they caught everything. So they, you know, the footage showed where, you know, the teenager hit Moses first with the knife. And then, you know, the brawl took place and, you know, Moses hit the little dude in the neck or whatever. All that was captured. Now, this is where Moses probably could have gotten away with this if he ain't do what he did next, y'all. So as Moses running, he's panicking because he now realized what he did, and all he trying to do is get home to the Regencies, right? They like some projects in Flint, Michigan, right, off of Lapeer Road. So he just trying to get home, right? So he ended up seeing a car parked at the light, right? Well, at the light, whatever. Stopped at the light. So Moses run up to the car and jump in like, hey, man, take me to the Regencies. Take me to the Regencies. And it's an old white lady. She don't know what the Regencies is. This Flint, Michigan. This white lady, old white lady, probably from Grand Blanc, Michigan, or Clio or somewhere, right? Or even Swartz Creek. So she like, please don't hurt me, don't hurt me. He like, man, I'm not gonna hurt you, man. Just take me on the south side. Take me on the south side. She was like, please, just don't hurt me. So Moses like, man, bunk this. So he like, get out. Get the fuck out. Get out the car. Get out. So she opened the door and she get out, right? He jumped on the driver's side and he pushed it, right? Oh, my Lord. Let me tell y'all what happened. When Moses pushed it, the woman was not out the way. Moses ended up striking this woman, but he was so pumped up. His adrenaline was going so crazy that he didn't realize that he just hit this woman, y'all. So bam, he just floored. He gone, right? He gone down ML King Street, right? He gone. He hit his corners, blah, 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 blah. He get on Door Highway. He parked down the street from the Regencies and he go home, man. Now, when he get home, he got a little apartment out there by himself or whatever. So when he get there, he jump in the shower and he just trying to wash the day away. He like, damn, man, I just got fired. I just poured this little nigga out on a bus. Like, I just stole this white woman car, man. God damn, man. God. Right? So he take a shower. He get out the shower. He get in his bed, right? He like, man, this just a whole nightmare, man. This just a nightmare. I'm finna just go to sleep and just wash the day away, man. So about 8 hours go by and his phone is blowing up. His phone is just going off the chain. So he finally answers. He like, hello? It's his mama. Moses, where you at? Moses, where are you? He like, I'm at home, Mom. What's going on? She like, Moses, why did you do that? Moses, why would you do that? And he like, do what, Mom? She was like, why did you do them boys like that, Moses? You all over the news. Moses. So he like, what? So he cut the TV on and there he go. They got the footage of him on the bus. They got his mug shot. They got his co-workers talking bad about him. I'm talking about real bad. Talking about they never trust him. They knew he was weird. He was strange. They could see him doing this. They brought up the old white lady that he took the car from. Man, he is wanted. And y'all know what the most crazy part of the whole story is? The detective, Flint Police, Flint PD is right there on the other end of the phone with the mama. So they take the phone from her like, hey, listen, man, Moses, look, just turn yourself in, man. We finna come get you. Just stay at your house, come outside, and just be on your knees with your hands behind your back, man. We on our way right now. He like, no, man, no, y'all gotta understand, man. I ain't do it. They like, listen, man, don't go nowhere. Don't turn this to something else, man. Do not turn this to something else, man. We on our way, man. Now at this time, y'all, the cops, they coming. Cause the mama done answered, the mama done talked to him and he done say he at home, right? So he hang up the phone and he's sitting on his bed. He like, man, I should run, man. Fuck this. I'm gonna run. So he was like, nah, fuck it, man. I didn't do nothing. That me stealing the chicken at work, that's cool. That ain't nothing but grand larceny. I probably get probation for that. But man, I just stole that woman car and damn, then they talking about I ran her over, man. God dang it. Then I did what I did on that bus. Damn, man. So he like, man, forget it. So he go outside and he's sitting on the porch, right? He pull out some Newports and he starts smoking a cigarette, right? You hear the police sirens in the distance. They coming. The whole cavalry is coming, y'all. They coming deep. So he see him pull up in there, right? And he just, they jump out. It's about 10 cops, 10 patrol cars. They get out with the guns drawn. Put your hands up. Put your hands up. He stand up. He put his hands in the air, right? They give him the lawful commands or whatever. So they end up apprehending him, putting him in the back of the patrol car, and they take him on down to the county for processing, right? Now, this is where the bullshit happens, right? Now, we ain't going to go through the humiliation rule of what happens when you go to the county and all that. We ain't finna go through all that, right? Because y'all already know what happens, right? So we just going to fast forward for him getting on the floor, okay? Now, what I did not mention to y'all is this. Maybe I should have mentioned this in the beginning, but, well, I guess I'm going to tell y'all now. This dude is on the down low. Yeah, this dude is a homosexual. Not he ain't the flamboyant type, but he that way. He like that. Now, this is where I meet this guy, right? Now, I done got locked up for assault and battery, and I'm not gonna go into that conversation of what happened with me or whatever. But this is how me and this guy end up meeting. So they put him on the floor, right? And when he come in there, he walks in there, and I'm like, oh, this. I mean, dudes come in, dudes come out, or whatever, right? Faces come, faces go. So I see him, and I'm trying to see, do I know this dude? Actually, on the real, and shout out to this dude named Joe. I thought it was this dude named Joe that I went to school with, because he looked just like him, right? But it wasn't him, because this dude is way older than Joe. Joe my age. So I'm looking at him, I'm like, hold on. Ain't that, I'm talking to some of my homeboys. I'm like, hey, ain't that the dude that did all that crazy today? I mean, yesterday? They like, yeah, that is buddy. That is dude, right? So he go to a cell or whatever, right? So normally, you ain't just about to just, you ain't about to just go to the cell like, hey man, why you do what you did or whatever. I don't know. But so he comes out of his cell, right? And he instantly go get on the phone. So me and my homeboys, we looking at him or whatever. And now my curiosity done peaked, because I want to know what he did, right? So he get on the phone, right? And I assume that he talked to his mama or whatever. So he get off the phone and he just looking around. So he goes to the window, and depending on where you at in the jail, you can see like downtown or whatever. So he's right there by the window. So me and my homies, we bailed over there, right? So I'm like, hey, ain't you that? He said, yeah, that's me. I said, dog, what happened? Like, what happened? He was like, man, it was a whole blur, man. I don't know, man. I don't know, man, but I really don't feel like talking about it or whatever. But it just seemed like a blur, man. I said, okay, all right, whatever. So I peel off, right? Now, you got this gay dude named Dewan, right? He was the only, well, I'm going to say outward, gay guy in the pod or whatever. And, he let it be known, like, yeah, he is a gay guy or whatever. Now, Dewan was like, maybe 24, 25 or whatever. And Dewan was in the cell by himself. And this dude, Moses, was in the cell by himself, right? Now, we end up getting an influx, like on Friday, Saturday, you're going to get a whole bunch of dudes coming in, drinking and driving, fighting, unpaid child support, whatever the case is. But the jails get flooded on the weekend or whatever. So Moses asks, the dep, like, hey, now keep in mind, this, I'm going to say this like a month later, right? So Moses asked the deputy, like, hey, could could DeWine get my cell or whatever? And the Dep was like, well, I'll go talk to DeWine or whatever about it. So, DeWine agreed. All right, y'all. This is where this story is going to take a weird turn. Now, keep in mind, y'all, this is the county jail. This is the county. This ain't prison. It's the county. Now, my cell was right next door to Moses' cell, and DeWine moved in there. Now, this had to take place maybe around 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to say about 2, because the deputy at this time, they do the walkthroughs. So it'd be like 1 or 2 deaths, sometimes 1 or whatever. They'd do a walkthrough like each hour, and then they'd go out and go smoke or whatever. So this had to have been about 1, 2 o'clock. Now, I'm not all the way asleep. I'm like dozing off, right? And I hear like this moaning noise, right? And I'm like, what the fuck is that, right? Now, at first, I thought it was my bunkie, like having nightmares or something. So I'm listening, I'm fully up. And then I hear it again, and I'm like, oh, that ain't my bunkie. And I hear it through the vent. So then I start hearing more moaning noises than I hear. Hey, be quiet, man. Be quiet, man. Somebody gonna hear us. So now I'm like, what? So then I hear it again, and he got loud. He was like, man, stop. I said, hey, man, y'all stop that punch, man. Man, stop that shit, man. Stop that punch, right? So when I say that, my bunkie jumped up like, hey, what's going on? What's going on? Everybody getting up like, hey, what's going on? I said, man, that dude Moses and DeWine in there messing around. Dude's like, man, what? What? Hey, what's going on? Right? So I done caused the whole ruckus, man. So Moses like, man, I ain't doing shit up in here, man. What y'all talking about? And then you smell it. Now the smell came. Now I'm not finna go into detail of what the smell smelled like, but just know it's a bad smell. And apparently this smell took place because these dudes was in here doing something that they had no business doing as men, right? I'm like, oh man, hey man, these dudes are here, Moses and DeWine are here, right? Man, I had the whole tier turned up, man. The bottom and the top tier turned all the way up. Dudes banging on the doors. Hey man, get them. I can't say the derogatory names that they were saying because YouTube, they frown upon that. But I'm talking about everybody was hollering, screaming, right? Deps came in like, hey, man, what's going on, man? What the heck going on? What y'all, man, they upstairs doing it, man. DeWine and Moses up there, man. Right? So the Deps go upstairs. They like, hey, man, y'all pipe down, man. Y'all be quiet, man. You take y'all to sleep. So the deputy go there, right? He goes to the cell. What I'm about to tell y'all next, y'all, it's really disturbing and very disgusting. The deputy, like, what the fuck is y'all doing? I was told that it was poop all over the bed. And Moses and DeWine was trying to clean it up, but it kept smearing. I mean, you can't put it nowhere. And I know, this is very descriptive and very foul. But apparently, DeWine started pooping on himself, y'all. And they trying to clean it up, but the Dep already caught him. Man, he got on that walkie-talkie so quick, like, hey, man, I need backup right now. So you got the captain come through. You got about 6, 7 Deps come. Man, they snatched them up out of there. And I don't know where they took them at, right? I ain't seen Moses since, and I ain't seen Gay DeWine neither. Now, they end up pulling this dude out to clean up their cell, man. He was a porter, a trustee. And he cleaned the cell up. So the next day, we get out, right? And we all talking about, I said, man, I heard them motherfuckers, man. I don't want, put it on blast. I'm up here asleep. And at first I thought I'm talking to my homeboys and other people. I'm like, yeah, man. At first I thought my bunkie was having a nightmare or whatever. But then I heard him through the vent. And I heard Moses like, hey, man, be quiet, man, for somebody hear us and the shit. I put it on blast. Look, y'all. I know I tell y'all that I can't tell another man how to program. I know that. I tell y'all that all the time. But the way Moses was programming, you can hang it up. Check this out, y'all. Make sure y'all subscribe to my Patreon. I got the link pinned at the top of the comment section. What's over there is the prison stories that I can't tell on this channel. My short horror films over there. My Bible stories over there. My supernatural stories over there. Everything that I can't put on social media is over there. So y'all make sure y'all go check that out, okay? And with that, y'all, this is your big partner, Donta. Over and out.